In the spring of 1861, a nation on the brink of a great divide faced an incident that would further inflame the passions of a country torn. The Baltimore Riots of April 19th, a day marked by bloodshed and confusion, echoed the deep-seated divisions that were tearing the United States apart. Baltimore, Maryland, a city of thriving commerce and diverse allegiances, sat like a tinderbox between the North and South. Its strategic location made it a focal point of rising tensions. As the war clouds gathered, President Lincoln called for 75,000 volunteers to suppress the Southern Rebellion. The 6th Massachusetts Regiment, answering Lincoln's call, made their way through Baltimore. But in Baltimore, sentiments boiled over. The city, with its Southern sympathies, was a hornet's nest of secessionist fervor. The passage of Union troops through its streets was seen as a provocation, a violation of Maryland soil. On that fateful April day, a mob threw ship anchors on the train tracks, forcing the troops from Massachusetts to transfer between stations on foot. The same mob, fueled by anger and fear, confronted them. Stones and insults were hurled, shots rang out. In the chaos, soldiers and civilians alike were caught in a deadly melee. The aftermath was grim. 4 soldiers and 12 civilians lay dead, scores injured. The first blood of the Civil War spilled not on a distant battlefield, but on the streets of an American city. Luther Ladd was the first to die in combat during the Civil War. Born in New Hampshire, he grew up on the family farm before moving to Lowell, Massachusetts, where he found work in a machine shop. He was 17 years old. The Baltimore Riots of 1861 were more than a violent outbreak. They were a harbinger of the terrible conflict to come. This tragic episode underscored the depth of the divide, revealing a nation not only at war with itself, but also wrestling with the very ideals upon which it was founded. Today, as we walk the streets of Baltimore, history whispers to us from the cobblestones. It reminds us of a time when the unity of the country hung precariously in the balance, a reminder of the cost of conflict and the enduring struggle for a more perfect union.
Send expresses over the mountains of Maryland and Virginia for the riflemen to come without delay. Fresh hordes will be down on us tomorrow. We will fight them and whip them or die. Marshal George Kane.